What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Tuesday, but it's kind of a Monday for me because I actually just got back to the city yesterday. So I had a nice long weekend, had so much fun, and now I'm back in my apartment. I'm ready to get back to work. Today's vlog is gonna be a little bit different because we're gonna be focusing on how to be productive. I'm gonna share some of my top productivity tips with you guys and just kind of take you through a work with me kind of vlog. Obviously I'm not doing my real job today. I don't have a photo shoot. I don't really have any castings or anything either. But this is kind of what my day looks like when I'm not modeling, when I'm not doing photo shoots or I'm not working. A lot of my work today will be editing or planning for YouTube or doing emails and stuff. And yeah, I thought it would be helpful to just share what helps keep me focused, things that I like to do throughout the day to just keep me in check and keep myself organized. Also, this was one of the most requested videos in my most recent Instagram poll. So I'm excited. I'm gonna get my little camera stand and then we're gonna get started. Okay, so it's a very gloomy day. I'm just gonna let you know this right now. It is gonna be dark. But I have just sat down. It's almost 10 o'clock in the morning. I've already been working a little bit this morning, but I also had to just restock my fridge and get myself back on track after being away for the weekend. So that's kind of what most of my morning so far has looked like. And right now I'm getting ready to get actually started with what I have on my agenda. So I'm gonna take you guys throughout the day and show you little bits and pieces and kind of how I spend my time. But before we do that, I kind of just wanna go over the main tips that I have, the main strategies that I use to kind of keep myself in check. And these are not gonna work for everybody, but if it helps one person who's watching this, then I feel like I've done my job. Okay, so number one, and this is probably the most important one for me, to be honest, because I'm just kind of a planner by nature. I like to know what's coming up. I like to know what's going on. And I think the fact that my job is so last minute, modeling is so last minute, everything always happens in the 11th hour. When it comes to what I'm doing on the side and my personal work, I like to just be as ahead and as scheduled as possible. So my first tip is to always plan your week ahead on Sunday night. For me, obviously Sunday is a rest day, and I give myself more time in the morning and I allow myself to just enjoy the day, but it's also a day for me to prepare for what's coming. So every Sunday I always just plan out my week as far as I can in my notes. I'm sure there's a ton of apps you can use if you're more of an apps person, or even more specialized notes apps if you want to, but I just use notes in iPhone. I find it the most organized and logical for my brain. So I'm gonna insert a little screen recording probably right here for you guys so you can see a sample of what this would look like. But I just go on my notes and I make a week of whatever first day of the week it is, whatever Monday the date is. And then I will go and write out my biggest tasks of the week. So usually it'll be any videos that I want to film, any outlines that I need to make, any major tasks. And I'll put those at the top, and then I will also write down each day of the week, and underneath that I'll put specific tasks that I want to do on that day. So for example, if I know that I'm working on Tuesday and Thursday, then I'll be able to plan out my personal tasks and work on the other days available. So yeah, like I said, I just use my notes. Some people use their calendar. I'll use my calendar for modeling based appointments. So if I have a casting or something, a lot of the times the agency sends it through a Google Calendar notification, so those will go into my calendar. But for my own personal tasks, I just love using notes because you can check things off or you can cross things out, whatever you prefer. But yeah, I just find it really helpful to plan my week before it even starts. And that way you can also kind of see what you've done as the week goes on, because if you don't plan it out and you don't keep track of what you're doing, sometimes you can get to the end of the week and think, have I really done anything? But this way you can make sure that you're staying on track, but you can also remind yourself of what you've already done. I'm having trouble trying to stabilize my camera. It's crooked. Okay. Second thing that I find really helpful, and this isn't gonna work for everyone because some people just love to have a ton of different things on their plate every day, but I find that I'm more productive when I split up my tasks on separate days. So I call these theme days. I'll have an editing day, or I'll have like a planning and research day. Like right now I'm trying to work on a potential series for YouTube, and it involves me like researching stuff and all of that, and I just find like it's easier for me to dedicate a whole day to that rather than like do an hour of this and an hour of that and an hour of editing and then leave all these tasks unfinished. I'm the kind of person that loves to like cross things off a list or just finish things off. I know that with some things you can't finish them on the same day that you start them, obviously. But yeah, I find that I'm more productive when I can focus all my energy on one thing for the whole day, rather than if I spend an hour on each thing and then still have nothing finished at the end of the day, if that makes sense. So obviously this isn't gonna work for everyone, and obviously this isn't applicable to every situation, but if I can do it, and also this helps when you're like really excited about something, I guess, but if I have the opportunity to dedicate a whole day to something, I will choose to do that. Okay, number 3 is understanding your best days and also your best tasks, or the tasks that are the easiest for you, and splitting up your day depending on what those things are. So I'll give you an example. For me, I hate doing emails. I don't know what it is, I just don't enjoy it. I find it very tedious, especially like when you're interacting with brands and stuff. Like if you're doing outreach, you're oftentimes writing the same thing over and over, and you're like explaining yourself, and then yeah, I just find it very like time consuming in a non-fun way. But then editing, for example, is something that I find super easy and relaxing almost. It's something that I can do at any time, anywhere, and I rarely ever get bored of it. So what I've realized is that instead of doing all my editing at the beginning of the day, which is what I used to do, some of you guys might remember this from my first 5 a.m. morning video. I used to always edit first thing in the morning before work. Now I've started doing the tasks that I like the least first thing in the morning, because I'm energized and my brain is like working, and I'm way less likely to put them off until later, and then I'll save my editing for like at the end of the day or later on in the day. So this is kind of something you have to figure out for yourself, because I can't tell you what's easy and mindless for you, and I think it also depends on what you're doing. But yeah, I find that if I do the tasks that I like the least first thing in the day, or even like earlier on in the week, I'm so much more likely to get them done, as opposed to like leaving them for the end of the day or leaving them for a Thursday or Friday when I'm already kind of like in weekend mode, if that makes sense. I don't know how helpful that last tip was gonna be. I feel like it was more so common sense than anything else, but it's something that I realized about myself in the last few months. And yeah, I guess it's just understanding how the way you prioritize your tasks affects you as a person, or like how your, I don't know, preferences kind of impact how you prioritize your tasks, if that makes sense. I don't know. Oh, I need to change my battery, hang on. Okay, so I think we were on tip number 4, which is taking breaks. I am a huge supporter of taking breaks. I think that it can be the difference of you having a productive day or you just kind of working in circles. I'm also someone who needs walking breaks, just like a 15-minute YouTube break where I watch a video or something, or I like call my friend or whatever. It kind of just depends on how I'm feeling. Also, this kind of brings me into my next point, which is kind of like a working break. Sometimes what I like to do is, like, if I have a lot of stuff that I can do on my phone, I will take myself to the gym. This only really works with specific exercises. I could not do this and box at the same time, obviously, but you guys know that I love doing 12-3-30 or incline walking. So sometimes what I'll do if I have a lot of stuff that can be done from my phone is I'll just go to the gym, do my incline walk, and then do my emails while I'm incline walking, or like even Instagram DMs. Like sometimes I'll save up my DMs on Instagram, like modeling related ones, and then I'll answer them while I'm on the treadmill at the gym. So those are all like little ways that you can change how you're working, so it's not as sedentary. You're not sitting in front of your computer in the same spot all the time. You can get your workout in and do your emails or whatever you can do on your phone at the same time. I find that really helpful. But even just going for a walk and listening to a podcast, that can be super helpful as well. And then you come home and you feel refreshed and you feel like you can get back to work and like focus again. I forget what number I'm on, but my next tip is actually getting ready for the day. And also, I know that this isn't possible for some people yet, but here now all the workspaces have opened up again. And also a lot of restaurants and coffee shops have a lot of outdoor seating also. So some days I just find it really nice to wake up, take a shower, get ready, and go work somewhere. I'll just take my computer and I'll get a coffee or I'll get lunch, and then I'll just sit there for a few hours. And it's crazy what not only getting ready does to your mind, because obviously getting ready makes you feel good about yourself and it kind of mentally prepares me for a work day, but also just changing up your location and changing up where you're working can be such a helpful tool in being more productive throughout the day. So yeah, those are some of the things that I like to do to stay productive, some of the things that I've found helpful and things that I've discovered about myself. Obviously it's going to be very different for everyone, and you kind of have to figure out what kind of person you are, your strengths and weaknesses, and then go from there. But if you guys have any other helpful tips on productivity, I would love if you could comment them down below, share the wealth with everyone. With that said, I'm gonna get started on my day. I have a couple of things that I need to do on my computer, and then I'll check in with you guys again a little bit later and catch you up on what I've been doing. Okay, I'm giving you guys a quick update because it's been a few hours, but I just finished making lunch. I had some salmon and rice and asparagus. I actually filmed my lunch today because I'm filming another video at the same time as this. You guys can probably guess what it is because I posted it on Instagram, but I'm filming a what I ate in a week this week. So that's gonna go live sometime after this video. It's probably actually the next video that's gonna go up, so stay tuned for that. I'm really excited about it. Those videos are always so much work, but they're so rewarding. Sorry, I needed lip balm desperately. They're like so rewarding once you finish them and see all of it together, so very excited about that. Right now I'm just editing this video because I realized that once I start editing the food video, that like all of that footage is gonna take up most of my space. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna edit all of the footage that I have right now for this one, and then finish this by tonight, upload it, and then I can spend the rest of this week like editing and playing around with the what I ate in a week. So that's kind of where my priorities are right now. I'm kind of bummed because it's raining really hard, and I had planned to take you guys to one of my favorite like little work spots, coffee shops. But I just don't think it's smart to go out when it's raining like this and like take my laptop and stuff. So I'm just gonna be working from home the rest of the day. And yeah, I still have some work to do on those outlines that you guys would have seen in my notes from earlier, but I will get to that once I finish up with this. So I'm working from my bed, which is not the best, but yeah, at the same time it's kind of nice, and I am getting a lot done. So I just wanted to say hi, check in. I'll show you guys really quick. Also, I just realized that it probably seems like I'm doing the exact opposite of what I told you guys this morning in terms of like having my theme days, but I think it's just because I'm like filming 2 videos simultaneously and like showing you guys what I'm doing at the same time. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get back to it, and then I'll see you guys like at the end of the day. Maybe I'll go for a workout later if this rain slows down a little bit. We'll see. Okay, this is a very real moment that happens to me almost every day. Why are we blurry? Okay. A very real moment around 4 o'clock every day. It's 4 p.m. right now, 4:07, where I just give up for a little while. I think I'm also gonna skip my workout because the rain is just coming down and it looks like it's not gonna stop until 8 p.m. So yeah, that's the scoop. Okay, we're back. I made my dinner. I'm such an idiot. I totally forgot to film it for the other video, but I'll probably have it again sometime this week. I'm just having a salad with chicken and feta, tomatoes, cucumbers, and like a nice little olive vinaigrette. I made an executive decision that I'm not gonna go to the gym today just because I'm feeling a little low on energy, and I honestly I hate going to the gym when I'm not in the mood. Obviously some days you have to push yourself and you have to like make yourself do things because that's called discipline, but today's just one of those days where I feel like I've done enough. These crazy flyaways, but yeah, I feel like I've done enough, and you know, I'm gonna finish that video, I'm gonna upload it tonight, and I'm just gonna focus on that, and then I'll go to the gym tomorrow. So it's also still raining like crazy, and yeah, I just don't feel like doing that to myself tonight. These sirens are insane. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but these sirens just keep coming. I think there's something happening like right near me. Okay, I really hope we're in the clear now. But yeah, I really want to be transparent and just show you guys that not every day is a day where I do the most, you know? I think a lot of the times I show you guys very productive days. And I will say like 90% of my days are like that, but there's also days like today where I just do not feel like going to the gym and I don't. Or days where I do not feel like filming and I don't. And I think that that's truly like one of the biggest takeaways from last year when we were forced to slow down, is that you don't need to force yourself to a breaking point or force yourself into exhaustion in order to be successful or be productive, or most of all, be proud of yourself. And I think for me that was a huge thing. It's like I had to be like exhausted at the end of the day, or I had to like check everything, every single thing off my list every day in order to feel fulfilled. And yeah, I'm trying to find harmony within doing the things I have to and doing the things I want to, and listening to my body all at the same time. I think that this is a nice note to end the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if this was helpful. Again, if you guys have any productivity tips that you want to share with me and with the rest of the family, please leave them in the comment section as well. I love you guys so much. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. I'm watching you. Oh, my phone is also watching you apparently. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Mwah.